I'm here to apply almost a full face of new makeup, although it's new, some of it is new old makeup, like repurchases, you'll see. I have a cold, so I might have to pop in a cough drop, but I still have to do stuff today. I also did not sleep well. This is the CG Smoothers BB cream. I'm using this kind of like a moisturizer today because I forgot to put on lotion after I showered last night. Are you a night showerer or a morning showerer? I really like night showers because I find them relaxing, or a bath, even better. The coverage on this is extremely light, so that's why I use it as a no makeup or just like a moisturizer. Truly a tinted moisturizer. See how that's looking in the mirror. Nice. Just like I remember. I've gone through multiple tubes of this, so it's a new old product, like I was saying. But I'm going every year as I kind of change colors for the season. I go through this thing where I'm like, what matches me, and maybe pick up a couple things to match me better. Like this will be, they make a lighter shade of this, so I'll probably need that fairly soon, although I have a hydrating primer, so I could just use that. I just watched a video by Livy Loves. I'll link her. I believe that's her channel name, but about spending and, you know, buying makeup, and yeah, it's an ongoing thing, isn't it? Especially for beauty lovers. Well, here's the thing. I think everyone has something, whether it's a hobby or, like she said, like your kids, like you spend your money on something. It just depends, like the feeling that you have. So, sorry. So I think if you grow up with scarcity, or you have this mindset of like putting yourself last and you can't spend any money on yourself. Did I already say this is the Maybelline Superstay? The new one, and I think this is going to be a really good shade for me. Very liquidy. I've definitely used Maybelline foundations in the past. Um, I think it can cause this kind of backlash. Oh, that's looking dark. Is it the right shade? And I could tell by how it feels around my eye that it has some alcohol content. So we'll see. Maybe I'll go back to Ulta and exchange this for a lighter one if I need to. So yeah, it can cause this kind of backlash where you're like, okay, well now I'm gonna spend on myself and like really go to town. At least I found that to be the case for myself. So I think I'm in a good place with it now. Like I just know myself. Like I don't really buy much makeup in the summer. So then once like October hits and I know all the Christmas deals are coming out, I do tend to pick up kind of whatever I want within reason. You know, whatever I need and will use. And I'm trying not to feel too bad about it. I'm also, you know, being a makeup artist and like doing this on YouTube, I'm going to probably run it formally as a business in 2026. And so take some write-offs. So I'm happy about that. I feel like this is going well, and I had tried to do it a little bit last year, but things got kind of busy with my other job and I let it fall off. So that those were kind of some thoughts and feelings that came up in response to that video. Okay, I think this is a good shade match for me for right now. And I can brighten up with some powder in certain areas. Yay, this is what I wanted. Something that just matches me out of the bottle that I don't have to mess with too much. And the finish is really looking nice. But I've definitely done no buys and low buys in the past when I felt like my spending was out of control. And maybe these are all justifications and excuses, but a thought that I've had in the past is like buying makeup, there are a lot of different behaviors that fill the same purpose. So maybe overeating, which I've done in the past, maybe drinking, some other kind of uh, high adrenaline behaviors, all kinds of stuff. So I feel like it's one of the less unhealthy ways I've coped. Um, the best ways I think that I've coped were exercise. Although even that got excessive, but it can still be, at least somewhat healthy for you. The Essence Brighten Up Powder, let's try that under the eyes. I just think there's a lot of guilt that can go along with like panning and shopping, and it's this cycle of like buying stuff and then feeling bad about not using it, and um, just to kind of counter that thought. I mean, technically, I could go to the store and buy something and throw it right in the garbage if I wanted to. You know what I mean? That's my prerogative. And it's not like I'm doing that. I am getting some joy and some use out of things. I think it's important for me to use things in the moment when I love them because preferences and styles change so quickly. I'm just all about feeling good and doing what I want at this point in life within reason. I'm gonna make a whole separate video about like my midlife crisis because it's definitely in full effect. But something that I'm working on, wow, this is getting way too deep, but something that I have been working on is just like accepting myself. Like my dance was about the shadow self, as you could see from the makeup probably. This is a really nice powder. I really like it. I'm happy to have it again. So even those parts of me that I feel are like lazy and selfish and spiteful or whatever, not that I don't want to work on myself, but just kind of accepting that like it's part of being human. I have those parts that I would rather not have, but I'm still lovable and I can accept myself while also trying to be a better person. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I feel like a lot of makeup people are pretty insightful and like also on personal journeys. So there is the face. I'm really happy with it. I actually kind of dislike my new hair color. Like it takes a while for me to like get used to it. I'm sure I'll like it eventually, but I really like the orangey kind of copper tone better. But I know like halfway through winter, I'm gonna be glad that I have something a little darker. Let's do a lip. This is ABH Warm Taupe. Okay, so I talked about the haul. I talked about all kinds of stuff. What else? I really like that this is like a yellow-based nude. Yeah, I have some work today. I really need to get my passport done. I've been putting it off. Very blessed to be able to go on vacation in February. Um, I haven't gone on one in a while, and I'm being taken. I didn't initiate the trip, so I feel pretty darn special. I'm looking forward to it because the dead of winter, like February, that's when I start to get really seasonally affected um, here in the Midwest. Really pretty as a blush. Okay, we're almost done. Gonna go in with some eyeshadow. just a random brand from Amazon. I'm going to use these kind of camel colors down here. So yeah, I have videos planned for all kinds of topics that I'm excited about. I'm a little scared of people on the internet, putting myself out there and then anyway, I'm not even gonna like speak it into existence, but you know what I'm talking about. But if that happens, then we'll deal with it and just try to have a nice time here. Maybe I should be in therapy. And this is my like way of processing stuff without, being in therapy right now. Well, as a therapist, we are encouraged to get, receive, engage in our own therapy. And I definitely have, over the years, but it's actually not recommended to be in therapy forever. Um, Psychoanalysis was like, they recommended people be in it for 10 years, which is crazy to think of now, the cost, I mean. But so I'm not currently engaging in my own therapy. But I did not too long ago. I think of it as like a tune-up whenever it feels needed, especially like doing therapy with clients. People, over 13 years, I've probably seen around 10,000 clients and counting. And so people tell me like the most troubling events of their life. And sometimes, as much as I have a process to release things at the end of the day, um, those things can like build up inside me. Wow, these shades are really nice. And so that is something I have used therapy for, just to share that burden with someone else. Beautiful. Just want to deepen it up a little bit, maybe. But yeah, life is good. I really getting a little glitter fallout, but I really can't complain. Alright, that's about what the eye look is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye and mascara. Okay, so here's the finished look. I love everything I put on my face today, which is not always the case, so thanks so much for joining me.